Mm. Is the difference between those who are gifted and then traumatized versus maybe, sorry, I don't know why they have to be dichotomized. They're not.
Hmm.
Okay, lots of questions pop into my head. Number one is, are gifted people more prone to specific types of trauma?
I want to be very careful not to say gifted trauma or autistic trauma or ADHD trauma, because it can go, we can end up saying in our brains, oh, because I am gifted, I am traumatized.
Mm,
And that may be true for some people. However, I like to separate them and offer the and, right? So I would say in a response to your question, yes, and. Yes, we see within the gifted community, the neurodivergent community, that there is probably there's a lot of accounts of, say, bullying, right? Because gifted kids show up very different, and a kid that shows up very different may be a target of bullying in a immature social system where, all the kids are kind of learning how to make their social worlds work. And while a gifted individual is prone to that, I would say, is it their giftedness, or is it the fact that they're a marginalized population in a society that's not set up for them? So I'm very,
you.
yeah, because anybody who's marginalized and divergent in a way where they are a mismatch between their person and their environment, they are potentially prone to mistreatment or at least misunderstanding, right? And we see that with any marginalized population, which is why I tend to kind of pull back from that and say gifted, neurodivergent, racial minority, LGBTQIA, any marginalized population has an increased probability of trauma in a mismatched society, a mismatched
Mm,
environment. So with giftedness, the type of stuff we see, right? We do see an increase of probability of a lot of things, a great probability of misunderstanding, bullying, depression and anxiety related to family dysfunction, sure. However, yeah, we see that in the human population as well. So I'd hate to say it's because you're gifted, right? It's broader to me.
mm, mm.